Join us tomorrow night, game 3 of this series. Dan Herron against Jared Eichhoff. Cubs and Phillies game 3. Coverage starts at 5:30. Cubs pregame live presented by Fields Auto right here on CSN Chicago. A 5-1 winner in game 1 behind Jake Arrieta. And leading 6-2 here tonight. Couple of long-time National League rivals. (3-0) on Coughlin. The Philadelphia Phillies. That's the oldest name to still be used in pro sports in the United States. They were unofficially the Quakers in the 1880s, the Blue Jays in the mid-40s, but officially they've always been the Phillies since 1883. That's pretty amazing when you think about baseball and all the name changes. White Stockings and Orphans, Cubs, Bridegrooms, Super Bars, Dodgers. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
Did you
comes all the way
Robins? Weren't these guys the Robins at one point, or was that the Dodgers? That were the Robins.
I think it was the Dodgers, yeah. The Highlanders, right? The Yankees.
Yeah.
And only 2 World Series championships for the Phillies. It's kind of hard to believe. 1980 and 2008. Rizzo powers one into the alley in right center. Little bobble out there by Bogusevic, and Anthony has a double.
Well, that'll feel better. He just missed a pitch last time up. Clearly was frustrated when he got under one and hit it to left field for a fly out. This time he didn't miss it, squares it up nicely. So now he has a double to go along with his walk back in the first.
We've got a double switch coming. Cesar Hernandez will be a part of that. We'll get you the rest when we return in the 7th.
TV is the best.
Nice try, Eva. Texting is better.
Nothing's better than Twitter.
Smartwatches are the future. Your entrees. Hearty.
But mine orders Domino's.
So does mine.
I can order Domino's on Twitter.
So can a text. Pizza emoji sent, Domino's ordered. Smiley face.
Use your favorite device to order 2 medium 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our lives.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on. Get UVerse high-speed internet for $15 a month for 12 months with other qualifying service on one bill and a 1-year term.
Dalier Hinojosa trying to find out if he's related to Marion.
Oh, that Hosa. He's Cuban. And he's got a .79 ERA for 11 1/3 innings, 7 appearances. Red Sox and Phillies.
Named on waivers on July 15th by Philly from Boston. 6'1", 230 as he faces Chris Bryant. Rizzo at second. He just doubled off the lefty Roberts. Asher, DeFreitas, Roberts, Hinojosa. And a fastball missing outside. One notch below his jersey number, 93. We've had a suspension tonight.
Who's been suspended?
Well, Joey Votto got 2 games and he appealed, and the Cardinals and the Reds suspended.
Oh, suspended game.
Yeah. They are in the 8th. It's 2-2. So they'll finish tomorrow. Years ago, that would have been logged as a tie, and they would have had to make up the game from scratch later, and the stats would have counted. So occasionally you'll see in the past, 20 years ago, a guy with 163 games. But they changed that rule, and I think for the better. Ooh. Had a good cut at that one. The last time around, he homered off Asher to deep center.
Yeah, breaking ball was down a little bit, and he went down and exploded through it. The Pirate game is a final. They beat Milwaukee 6-3.
Yeah, so that's the bad news for the Cubs. The good news is the Nationals lost. There's a base hit. Rizzo will come around to score. Bryant has knocked in another. It's 7-2. 90 ribs on the year for Chris Bryant.
Yeah, we were joking in game 1 that probably wasn't going to catch Ted Williams' rookie record of 145 RBIs, but can't be too many guys who have driven in 100 as a rookie. That's certainly quite an accomplishment.
I mentioned Myrtle Beach, 4-3 winner to take the Southern Division Championship Series over Winston-Salem. They'll take on the Wilmington Blue Rocks in the Mills Cup Championship Series starting Sunday evening. So good luck to the Pelicans.
According to my detailed research here at Stats, 46 have driven in 100 in their rookie season. Most recently, Albert Pujols, 130 in 2001.
So it's been a while.
Let me double check that. Oh, good thing I double checked. Ryan Zimmerman in 06. Jose Abreu last year. I was looking at the wrong column. It's getting less impressive as I scroll down.
Well, we're 5 hours into the broadcast day. It's okay.
It's
I think
like
we did this earlier this year.
Just need to get it right at the end. That's all it counts. This is like a replay review. Yeah, Abreu drove in 107 last year.
Strike called.
Rizzo did it. That would be Johnny Rizzo. For the Pirates in 1938.
Feathered into left for a base hit. Three straight one-out hits for the Cubs. Here's Baez. 2 hits, 3 reaches for Montero.
Baez 0 for 3 tonight. His second at bat back in the 4th. He had a bullet out towards left center, and center fielder Herrera made a very nice play on him. Struck out in the 1st with the bases loaded. So another chance here with a couple men on. Really could put this one out of reach.
That one well within reach is Bogusevic. Puts it in his pocket, 2 outs. Kyle Hendricks getting his 4th plate appearance. Reached on an error in the 6th.
Do you know when the 5 innings to qualify for a win rule became
I don't,
in vogue?
But I'd get rid of it.
Looking at this little note here, at Wrigley Field on this date in 1917, Military Day is celebrated, a doubleheader victory for the Cubs over the Reds. Hippo Vaughn credited with both wins. He started the opener and retired after an inning with his team ahead by 3 runs. So back then you didn't have to, apparently.
I guess not. Hendricks strikes out. Will stretch for the 2nd time today. All Cubs, they go for the sweep.
Now through Sunday at National Tire and Battery. Buy 2 tires, get 2 tires free instantly when you purchase our value installation package. Choose from select in-stock Goodyear, Continental, Cooper, Nitto, and more during our end of summer celebration. Buy 2 tires, get 2 tires free instantly. Now through Sunday only, and only at National Tire and Battery. That's all you need.
Kids are expensive, so I'm always looking to get more for my money. That's why I switched from Uverse to Xfinity. They have the most free on-demand TV shows and movies on all my devices. It's perfect for me, because my kids are costing me a fortune.
I'm going to Cabo!
Don't settle for Uverse. Xfinity is perfect for people who want more entertainment for their money. Sign up today or get started with this great offer. Call or go online today.
Every pitcher has a different routine. Before I pitch, I hit Subway for my go-to. Have for years. Fresh made turkey and cheese on 9-grain wheat with jalapenos, mustard, and a little bit of vinegar. Followed by a steady diet of fastballs.
This is the dawn of an old day, because AT&T and DirecTV are offering yesterday's technology today. TV from space. As long as it's not too rainy. Or windy. Or there isn't a branch in the way. Welcome to the moment no one's been waiting for.
The fastest best internet and the best TV experience is already here with X1, only from Xfinity.
There are other luxury cars starting around $29,900. But when put to the challenge, not one of them made this kind of, what's the word? Impact. The Audi A3, the only car in its class to receive both a 5-star overall safety rating and IIHS Top Safety Pick.
Welcome back. Cubs 7, Phillies 2. They're stretching here in Philadelphia. Join the Cubs on Wednesday, the 23rd, as we salute students, alumni, and fans of the Big Ten. The Salute to the Big Ten ticket package includes a Budweiser bleacher ticket and a special edition Cubs beanie in your favorite Big Ten school colors. Visit Cubs.com/special events.
Well, life doesn't always go as planned, but it has gone pretty darn close to it for Joe Madden in this doubleheader. He got 8 innings out of Jake Arrieta in the opener. Cubs with a 5-1 win and leading 7-2 late here in the nightcap. Got a couple of buses of kids brought in from Hazleton, his hometown. They're cheering on the Cubs tonight. Life is good if you're Joe Madden and the Cubs. And a win tonight would be win number 82, and that would guarantee a winning season. Cubs have a lot more on their minds than that, but a milestone.
But it's something
nonetheless. Francoeur played both ends of this doubleheader. 1 ball, 1 strike. Chops it right to Bryant, and he's out.
Francoeur has been around a long time, but he came up at a very young age, so he's only 31. Certainly an old guy on this new look Philly club. Older guy.
Here's Ryan Howard. So Joe Sheehan, who does a great job. He's got a newsletter. You have to pay for it. You can find him on Twitter. I would encourage you to follow him. That's deep. Right center. Coughlin back to the warning track. And that's going to snap the over for Howard. As he doubles. So let's see. 0 for 35 is now snapped. Longest of his career.
I had a couple pretty good swings in game 1. He lined out first time up tonight, so clearly he was getting close, and a good swing there on the breaking pitch from Hendricks.
Here's Rupp, the catcher. So Joe wrote recently about playoff races, and I largely agreed with what he wrote. That the addition of the wild card, I think, kind of came about at the last day of the 2011 season. Joe Madden's Rays were involved. Red Sox, you had the Cardinals, I think, clinched on the last day in the National League. And Joe's point was essentially that you can't really manufacture that by adding playoff teams, that they just kind of happen or they don't. And I think the National League this year would serve to help his case. I mean, and it's been this way for a while now. It doesn't mean it's going to shake out this way, but it's very possible that we could know the first wild card matchup, Pirates Cubs, and would have known it for about 5 weeks.
Yeah. I think the where the league has always seen the value of the wild card is just the more teams that are in the chase late in the year, you're going to hold interest in certain cities, certain markets.
Absolutely. And if you're a Cubs fan, you love having that extra wild card because right now you'd be on the outside looking in. I think his point was that when you add playoff teams, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have, 5 teams within 2 games for that final spot as Rupp strikes out on the final day of the season. And in fact, in the National League, it is very top heavy and very bottom heavy. And it's incredible, the spread right now. The Cubs could end up with a double-digit lead for the second wild card spot after tonight. I mean, anything's possible, but did you expect?
No, and it seems like I'm guessing that's probably the biggest separation that there's been. Well, of course, the second wild card hasn't been around that long.
Oh yeah, I don't think there's any doubt.
But even the first wild card, rarely has there been, when there was just one.
Now having said that, there's a base hit. Howard coming around third, and he is going to score. It's 7-3. Having said that, we are going to have tied on the last day, and you're going to have play-in game to play-in game to play-in game to play into wild card.
Which would be exciting, but and kind of annoying all at the same time, right?
Right. So that will do it for Kyle Hendricks, leading 7-3 in the 7th.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC. Now pay no interest for 5 years. Plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
Speak. Listen. Cook. Get a haircut. Run. Walk. Get happy. Get mad.
There are many powerful ways to fight cancer. What will yours be?
Fifth Third Bank will give $150 to Stand Up to Cancer and $150 to you when you open an essential checking account with qualifying activities. Fifth Third Bank, the curious bank.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our life.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on. Get UVerse high-speed internet for $15 a month for 12 months with other qualifying service on one bill and a one-year term.
Nice work by Kyle Hendricks. Comfortable lead tonight. And he exits up 7-3. It's congrats from the bench coach, Dave Martinez.
Well, here comes Pedro Strop for the 67th time. ERA stands at 3.22. It's been trending in the wrong direction here of late. Had a tough go of it over in St. Louis. See how he does here this evening.
Cody Ashe. One on, one in. Slider misses low, ball 1.
Just 4 hits allowed by Kyle Hendricks here tonight. 3 runs so far. Bogusevic belongs to him as well.
Walked him up. Kyle Schwarber's got it to end the inning. 7-3 Cubs lead.
At Southwest, we're trying to decide whether or not to have a sale. Heads we don't, tails we do. And tails it is. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com. With fares this low, you might get flagged for excessive celebration. Southwest is having a sale. Book for as low as $73 one way now at southwest.com.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
Honda is about to do something remarkable. We've made the rear-view camera a standard safety feature on every single vehicle in our 2015 lineup. Any car, any trim. Because we can all benefit from a better view of the road.
Cubs go for the doubleheader sweep tonight. I don't want to think too far ahead, but this is a 4-game series, and the Cubs have 4-game series sweeps already this season. Mr. Hinojosa. Dahlia is working for the Phillies.
Madison 1 out of 4 in the opener. Nothing for 3 here in game 2 with a couple of strikeouts.
What do you got going on later? Are you going to sing some karaoke tonight?
I'm thinking, maybe
get that voice warmed up.
Do a little singing. Perhaps sit upright in a chair for 6 or 7 hours.
One and one. Well, we've had great weather today and throughout the evening. For a very rainy Thursday.
Went for a little walk earlier today. Walked over to the University of Pennsylvania. I was kind of hoping it would rub off and I'd be smarter, but it hasn't really worked. Pretty campus, though, if you get a chance.
Any Mark DeRosa plaques or
anything? I didn't see him. I was looking for some DeRosa, some Zach Levine stuff. Couldn't see it.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3.
Maybe they would have named the baseball field after Mark by now.
Where'd Doug Glanville go?
Yeah, Doug Glanville too. I believe is a Penn guy. Yeah.
Lowen. Very interesting guy. Pitcher, outfielder, then pitcher again. And should he get into this game, we'll talk about it. I have a feeling he might, because Schwarber's on deck. Travis Wood. Fly ball to left. Francoeur What's Pete Buchanan going to do? He's going to make a change. Kyle Schwarber will never face a right-hander again as long as Pete Buchanan is managing.
Kyle Schwarber has certainly made an impression on Pete.
We'll be back.
The automotive brand that more people search, buy, and buy again is Ford. Most searched because Ford has the technology and efficiency people want. Best-selling 5 years in a row because Ford vehicles are a great value. And most loyal because they're worth coming back to. That's because cars like Ford Fusion have great efficiency, performance, and styling. Ford, the brand more people search, buy, and buy again. Now get a Ford Fusion with 0% financing for 72 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash.
Add the perfect finishing touch to your room with this nailer combo kit from Boss Stitch. It includes an 18-gauge brad nailer, a 16-gauge finishing nailer, a 6-gallon compressor, and a 25-foot hose. And when you buy this combo kit for $199, you get this pneumatic stapler for free. Make wood look beautiful with Minwax products from Menards. Right now, choose from a wide selection of clear finishes and save $4 on all quarts of Minwax clear finishes.
Save big money at Menards.
Get ready for Spider-Man, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Captain America, Black Widow, and many more as they battle Loki and Marvel's most sinister villains for control of the ultimate source of power. Journey into a universe unlike anything you've ever seen and experience this epic event live. Marvel Universe Live.
Playing now at United Center and next Friday through Sunday at Allstate Arena. Tickets available at Ticketmaster.com.
Just wasn't ready for summer to end. So I got the gang to head to Florida. Still summer here. Smiley Pete loves the beach. Sue adores the stores outdoors. Rhymes. Roller coasters make Tim
I love you.
happy. And the weather's glorious.
We're making summer longer. Woohoo!
Straightaway center field, high towering blast off the back wall. Impressive show.
So he'll face Adam Lowen, who debuted as a pitcher with the Orioles back in 2006. He then converted to the outfield with the Blue Jays, and now he's back as a pitcher again.
Yeah, and his time as an outfielder spent almost entirely in the minor leagues. Had a little big league time with the Jays in 2011. Interesting story.
I guess he's Rick Ankiel and Jason Lane all wrapped into one.
A little Bogusevic out there. They can commiserate.
Highest Canadian-born player drafted first round 2002 by the Orioles. 4th overall pick from Surrey, British Columbia. 1-1 inside. 31 years old. 6'6", 235 put together. Bogusevic makes the grab. The inning comes to an end. 7-3 Cubs in the 8th.
This is the dawn of an old day because AT&T and DirecTV are offering yesterday's technology today. TV from space. As long as it's not too rainy. Or windy. Or there isn't a branch in the way. Welcome to the moment no one's been waiting for.
The fastest internet and the best TV experience is already here with X1, only from Xfinity.
There are other luxury cars starting around $29,900. But when put to the challenge, not one of them made this kind of, what's the word? Impact. The Audi A3, the only car in its class to receive both a 5-star overall safety rating and IIHS top safety pick.
Great time for a shiny floor wax, no? Not if you just put the finishing touches on your latest masterpiece. Timing's important. Comcast Business knows that. That's why you can schedule an installation at a time that works for you, even late at night or on the weekend if that's what you need, because you have enough to worry about. I did not see that coming.
Don't deal with disruptions. Get better internet installed on your schedule. Comcast Business, built for business.
David Kaplan in our Comcast Sportsnet studios with a Sportsnet Central update. Blackhawks announced they've agreed to terms with forward Marcus Kruger on a 1-year deal, and they cleared cap space by trading Chris Versteeg and Joakim Nordstrom to Carolina for a pair of defensemen and a 5th-round pick in the 17 NHL draft. Full coverage on Sportsnet Central tonight. Coming up after the game, Todd Hollandsworth joins me with Cubs Postgame Live. Now we go back to smoking Joe Frazier's hometown of Philadelphia. Here's Len and JD.
Cubs 7, Phillies 3. Chris Denorfia comes into play left. Fine night for Kyle Schwarber. He's done. And here's Travis Wood on the mound.
Yeah, good night for the Kyles. Travis is 5-4 with a 4.40 earned run average. They're jumping around here. You notice?
Yes. So somebody on Twitter asked, and I'll ask you, team MVP?
This team?
You had a vote. The Cubs.
Oh, Rizzo. Slam dunk.
Over Arrieta?
Mm-hmm. And I'm a pitching guy.
Okay. Blowing in on Cesar Hernandez.
Because Arrieta's the team Cy Young. That way we can share the hardware.
All right. Yeah, I think I would agree with you. Jake would be number 2, though, for me.
Yeah. Yeah, and just if there was a category called most impressive performance, be Arrieta. It's like this were the Oscars, you know, they have all these different categories. Especially because early in the year, pitching was really good. And the offense struggled. And Rizzo was, you know, so steady all year long. Really, he was the man. And you know, Bryant kind of bubbled up to the surface. And, you know, Russell's been a lot better in the second half. Schwarber has come onto the scene. You know, Montero has been good up and down. You know, Fowler went through a prolonged slump before heating up again in the second half. But Anthony has always been there. He's been the big toe. He's been there. Like Rossi said the other day in the interview, you know, he's the guy.
Yep.
I mean, he's going to get a lot of votes for league MVP.
Well, I was just going to say he's got to have a top 5 finish. I'm hearing the case being made for Cespedes. It's Bryce Harper, right?
Yeah. You know, Cespedes obviously is a great story, and he's done unbelievably well since joining the Mets, and he's fueled their rise. But yeah, you can't make him the NL MVP.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bryce Harper is leading the league with a .336 average. He leads the majors. 467 on base, 657 slug. Well, I'm sorry. Even if the Nationals finish under 500,
yeah, his performance has been, so good. To me, the part of being on a winning team, for me, becomes a tiebreaker. And I don't have a voting thing, but if I did that, that would be a tiebreaker for me.
Okay.
I would focus on who's been the best player in the league. That's who I'd give the MVP to. If I couldn't make up my mind, and one of the principals was on a winning club, I was okay. But that's just me. I know there are other people that don't look at it that way. They really put a lot of emphasis on a guy playing for a winning team. And if that's the case, then Anthony's going to get a lot of votes because he's been really good on a winning team.
Well, I think Harper, Goldschmidt, Votto, Rizzo, and McCutchen. Yeah, that's probably your group. We have not included a starting pitcher as Kershaw won it last year. But in some ways, the starting pitchers at the top of that race that we discussed in Game 1 have been so great that they might cancel each other out for MVP votes.
There hasn't been that separation from the pack like Kershaw had last year.
Foul tip for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Travis Wood. Aaron Altair, who homered off Arrieta in the opener, will pinch hit for Lowen. Popped up behind the plate. Montero's got room, and he's got the ball. Travis Wood, a 1-2-3 8th inning, 7-3 Cubs.
Get going with TowSmart trailer and towing accessories from Menards. Whether you're hauling a trailer, boat, or camper, this tri-ball mount will help you haul heavy items with ease. Plus, it resists rust and corrosion. Right now, it's only $19.99 after rebate. Make cleanup easier with a Briggs & Stratton pressure washer. This 2200 PSI model features 3 quick connect spray tips, a 25-foot hose, and a 550 series engine. $199.
Save big money at Menards.
Ta-da! What? Yes! Yes. Arby's, we have the meat.
As a plastic surgeon, it pains me to say this. I wouldn't change a thing.
Handsomely redesigned front fascia. One of over 100 improvements on the new 2016 Mitsubishi Outlander. Well equipped for under $23,000.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our life.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on. Get UVerse high-speed internet for $15 a month for 12 months with other qualifying service on one bill and a one-year term.
Inning. Cubs going for the doubleheader sweep. Right-hander Nafi
Ogando, he made his major league debut September 9th versus Atlanta. Had his contract selected from Lehigh Valley on September 8th. This marks his second stint with Philadelphia this season. He's also here from August 28th through 29th.
You're reading that, aren't you?
Each of his last 6 appearances at LV had been scoreless. Did not allow a hit in that span. Promoted to LV on 6/26, had a 9 2/3 inning scoreless streak to begin his Iron Pigs career. He began the season with AAA Reading. There he was 2-3 with a 2.86 ERA in 24 games. Traded by Boston to Philadelphia for infielder John McDonald back on August 31st of 2013. Segment we like to call Reading from the Game Notes.
You know how I knew you were reading it? He said made his debut September 9th. Well, it's September 11th, so he could have said he made his debut Wednesday. But that's not how game notes are written usually.
Yeah, because that's evergreen.
General.
That's going to be in there. It'll be more pertinent when it's September 29th.
Yeah, you don't want to say Wednesday when it was 8 weeks ago. One strike on Coughlin.
Well, it's accurate.
It is.
It was a Wednesday. He made his debut on a Wednesday. Some good bite on that slider. Ooh, strike.
1-2.
I love the Coughlin take.
Yeah.
He's got a very unique take. Good swing. This kid's got a good arm, 96. This has got that little idiosyncrasy there. He kind of does a little arches the back.
A tweeter mentioned Nolan Arenado. That's another guy we should note for a possible MVP vote. He won't get first place votes probably, but he leads the league in homers and RBIs and is a great third baseman.
Yeah, you can pick it.
Yeah.
Cargo's having a pretty big year out there too, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah. And Goldschmidt, did you mention Goldschmidt?
Goldschmidt, yep. I don't like the most valuable player. Should just be best player.
Yeah, player of the year.
Knocked down Howard. Will he have time? He does. To get Rizzo. And Howard was an MVP.
First full year in the league. He was a rookie of the year in 05, I think. Played 88 ball games, and the next year's first full year was the MVP.
Yeah, rookie of the year in 05, MVP in 06, 58 homers, 149 knocked in.
Some big numbers.
Potential future MVP candidate, Chris Bryant. Here it comes. 2 balls, no strikes. So who will be Joe Madden's biggest competition for a manager of the year? Terry Collins?
Yeah, I think Terry.
I guess Mike Matheny.
Sure,
They're going to probably have the best record in baseball.
And you know, the Cardinals have dealt with a lot of injuries this year.
My guess is Joe will win it running away. Collins will get a few votes. That'll be it.
I haven't heard much talk about that award among the punditry.
What about the American League Manager of the Year?
Yeah, A.J. Hinch. John Gibbons.
Paul Molitor. Many would consider the Twins to be overachievers. Bryant's going to beat it.
Ryan Howard's got a goat head in his glove. Didn't matter there. Chris beat it. He's having a hard time hanging on to the baseball here tonight.
Third hit for Bryant.
Yeah, how about this? Game 2 of a doubleheader. Not giving up, sniffing that hit. Three-hit game 2 here for Chris after a 2-hit game 1.
Ball 1 to Montero. Howard can't get it. Bryant is going to head to third. I think he might have lost sight of where the ball was for a second. And a tough night for Howard continues.
This ball really well struck. Would have been a heck of a play for him to make it. Certainly could have, but you wouldn't argue that he should have. So that'll be a base hit for Montero. "12 knocks for the Cubs now tonight. Baez 0 for 4 tonight. Counting these two, he's hit with 8 men on base this evening.
Why did you have to say knocks? No, I just can't get knocked 3 times out of my head.
Tony Orlando classic.
Yeah. Not a bad song, but trying to call a ball game here.
Yeah, well, just start thinking tie yellow ribbon, and then you'll really be hung up. Get out of here. Give him another swing at least. If Javi goes deep, I want your home run call to be "Oh Candida." Another Tony Orlando classic.
Blanco down to a knee. I wanted to sing it. We could make it together.
Honda is about to do something remarkable. We've made the rear-view camera a standard safety feature on every single vehicle in our 2015 lineup. Any car, any trim. Because we can all benefit from a better view of the road.
Kate!
Mom!
She can't go alone. Give me your hand! That was close.
This is a great place to work, not because they have yoga meetings and a juice bar, because they're getting Comcast Business Internet. Comcast Business offers convenient installation appointments that work around your schedule, and it takes done about an hour.
Get reliable internet that's up to 5 times faster than DSL from the phone company. Call 800-501-6000 to switch today.
Perks are nice, but the best thing you can give your business is Comcast Business.
Comcast Business, built for business.
Cubs trying to wrap up a doubleheader sweep. 5-1 in the opener. Leading 7-3. Changeup artist Fernando Rodney tries to get these final 3 outs and put the Cubs 24 over 500.
All but 6 of those appearances you're looking at came with Seattle. 6-5, 527. He's been mostly good with the Cubs. He suffered a blown save the other day in St. Louis. Allowed a hit, a walk, 2/3 of an inning. It was that Leicester game that got away late.
Could we get the arrow today?
Yeah.
I think it's the final out.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet. Blanco. Fastball. Bottom edge of the zone. 0-1. Well, anything else you want to get off your chest before?
Well, we kind of did the whole Tony Orlando catalog. I think we're good there.
Okay. We just hate to sign off and have you go,
didn't get enough to
forgot to
talk about tonight.
Change up.
Drama-free ninth would be good.
We had a nice chat with Fernando about his changeup before. It would have been game 1 last night. He was fastball slider early on in his pro career, and then he just hit him with the fastball. Threw his changeup really hard early on in the upper 80s. He has really perfected that pitch.
He's trying to throw a 2-seam fastball there and just overcooked it a little bit.
Fastball strike.
Well, with that base runner, Hector Rondon gets up in the Cubs bullpen.
Man, that's the wicked change.
Yeah, watch his hand come flying through there. It's the hitter sees fastball, and you can see that good spin. Really turns that ball over. A lot of changeups kind of fade as they get into hitting zone. His has kind of sharp downward action.
Just foul. Base hit to right. Hit batter and a single. And this could create a safe situation for Rondon. Here comes Joe. See the look on his face. He did not want to have to go to his closer here. It's going to be a short night for Rodney. 2 batters faced. And here comes Rondon.
You're a parent, I'm a colonel, we're both busy people. So pick up my new hand-prepared $20 family fill-up meal. 8 pieces of original recipe chicken, 2 large mashed potatoes and gravy, a large coleslaw, and 4 biscuits. I'll get back to you. It's finger-licking good.
Nissan Altima. With up to 270 horsepower, blind spot warning, and premium interior. For a limited time, choose Altima with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. Plus, save up to $22.75. Altima, the ride you can always rely on. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
One thing we can rely on in this house is UVerse high-speed internet.
I've been streaming movies all day without any problems.
UVerse high-speed internet has brought much-needed reliability to our lives.
It's got reliability you can rely on.
With 99.9% reliability, it's one thing you can rely on. Get UVerse high-speed internet for $15 a month for 12 months with other qualifying service on one bill and a one-year term.
You're a parent, I'm a colonel, we're both busy people. So pick up my new hand-prepared $20 family fill-up meal. 8 pieces of original recipe chicken, 2 large mashed potatoes and gravy, a large coleslaw, and 4 biscuits. I'll get back to you. It's finger-licking good.
Well, we didn't get a drama-free ninth. Phillies have put a couple of men on here with nobody out. That means Hector Rondon on to try to finish it off. 27 saves and 31 tries. This would be number 28 if he was able to get 3 outs here and preserve this lead. 1.45 the ERA for Rondon. Saved the middle game of the series against the Cardinals. Allowed a hit, had a couple of strikeouts. That was the 8-5 win.
Charged with 2 earned runs in his last 44 appearances. So Blanco, the runner at second. Francoeur is at first, and it's Ryan Howard coming up. The tying run is now on deck in a 4-run ball game. Called strike.
And behind that 97-mile-an-hour fastball.
Diamondbacks crushing the Dodgers 10-0 early. Four in the first, 6 in the second. Wellington Castillo has hit his 19th. Nick Ahmed is 9th. Paul Goldschmidt is 28th.
I don't know if Howard can handle Rondon's fastball if he gets it in on his hands. Looks to me like he may have moved off the plate a little bit here. Yeah, good
Got
pitch.
it. Yep. Overpowered him.
That's the spot right there, elevated up above the belt. He's got to pull his hands in, and just it's awfully tough. Not many guys quick enough to get to 97 up there.
Catcher Rupp. Called strike one. Everything about that looked like a strike.
Yeah, it was a strike.
The pitch, the swing, all of it, and it's ball one. Oh, yeah. Come on. That time he got him. 2 down.
Well, the execution of the pitches here just outstanding by Rondon. The elevated fastball on Howard. Then after painting the outside corner with a heater, he comes with a sharp slider to get the swing and miss.
Solid night for Bogusevic. Lined out in the third, walked, scored in the fifth, RBI single in the seventh. 2 outs, 9th inning. Fouled away. He was tardy, wasn't he? 0-2. Checked his swing as he bounces to Bryant. Throw will go to first. Cubs win. Cubs sweep. They take both games of the doubleheader. Excellent pitching throughout. Kyle Schwarber, a couple of home runs here in the nightcap. Fun day.
Long day, but a good day as the Cubs pick up 2 and gain ground on the division.
So that will wrap things up. 5-1 your final in game 1. 7-3 the final here in game 2. We are back with you tomorrow night. 5:30 for a pregame coverage. Cubs and Phillies in game 3. Stay tuned. We have Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs post-game live coming up next.
sweep? It is. Cubs sweep a double dip from the Phillies. Cap and Holly with you. Everything brought to you by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Kyle Schwarber sees 2 pitches. Your key performer hits 2 of them out.
Well, it's great to see. I mean, again, that's kind of been how the Cubs have really operated this year. I mean, we talk about each ball game. Now, of course, we had 2 today. Different heroes showing up at different moments in the game, and really, like you were talking about, picking the key performer for me, which is really just based on Schwarber not playing in Game 1. It was almost like it was his turn. That's a great place to be. This Cubs offense is rolling right now. Everybody's contributing. The lefties, all the lefties that were out of Game 1 came back and had nice days. Your guy had a nice day. Cogs had a nice day. Montero had 3 hits in the ballgame. So good to see everybody get involved. Everybody's swinging the bat really, really well. And then on top of it, you get a great performance from Kyle Hendricks.
He does the job. Defense looks good, and the Cubs beat the Phillies again in Game 2 of the double dip to sweep both games today. We'll come right back. We'll play highlights for you and a whole lot more. Tell you how the Pirates did and what happened in the Cardinal game. There's our fist bump. Cubs win. They sweep the double dip. We'll be right back.
T-Mobile now extends your home field beyond the borders at no extra charge. Get 4G LTE data in Mexico and Canada, just like in the U.S. And call and text as much as you want to and from the United States, Mexico, and Canada. You heard right. Unlimited calls to any phone, even mobile, in Mexico and Canada. For free. It's included with Simple Choice plans. Only T-Mobile gives you coverage and calling in 3 countries for the price of 1. Switch now.
Remember the invite? Remember to make reservations?
Absolutely.
Remember the tickets? Remember where we parked?
The generously appointed Lexus ES and ES Hybrid with leading-edge connectivity. Unforgettable. Lease the 2015 ES 350 for $329 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Hey, Ralph Punzel.
Oh, hey, Ronnie.
Where are you headed?
Great Clips.
You're getting a haircut?
I checked in already. Using their online check-in.
I'm dying to check.
It saves you time.
You're getting a haircut.
Why? Thinking about applying to astronaut school.
That's cool.
Okay, I'll see you, Ronnie.
Next time, save time. Download the online check-in app today. Great Clips. It's gonna be great.
Packed house, bottom of the 9, 2 outs. Well, how about this moment for the kid?
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. Your Chicagoland and Northwest Indiana Honda dealers, as reliable as the cars themselves. Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Audi, truth in engineering. Menards, save big money at Menards. And by Toyota. See where Toyota takes you. Test drive one at your Toyota dealer. Toyota, let's go places. This is Blue Cross Blue Shield Cubs postgame live.
Another drive the other way. 2 pitches, 2 home runs. Schwarber just ate it around first base. He totally slipped. I don't know if he realized the ball had gone out. Oh, they're going to give it to him in the dugout for that.
That's phenomenal. Absolutely.
Dirtiest home run I've ever seen hit. No, I believe
Tremendous.
I've done it myself.
Tremendous. Hello, welcome in. The Cubs post-game live presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. He is Todd Hollandsworth. I'm David Kaplan. Cubs beat up the Phillies today, take both games of the double dip. You saw Schwarber tumble around first. You ever do that?
Oh, I've done it more than Schwarber's done it already in his short big league career. Great to see. I mean, it's just one of those lighter moments. Great. Listen, it happens on a home run. Your teammates loosen up. They laugh at you. Hopefully, you can laugh at yourself. Done it many times. You get caught up in watching the ball. It's as plain and simple as that. You know that he knows.
What was that?
Well, he knows that he hit it well, but the question is, did he hit it well enough? Is it going to just get over? And you're kind of watching it, and you're hopeful, and you're get out, and you're running around the bases, and you know where your feet are supposed to be because you've run to first base a million times. But if there's just one little thing that's off, and which happens there, he trips over first base, down you go. He's a big guy. I did it. I did it at least 5 times in my career.
All right, let's do our key to the game first. Tell us what the key to the victory was.
Well, I thought it was going to be the lefties tonight. I really did. With the guys that weren't in there or involved in Game 1, like I said, kind of the mojo this team has offensively right now is it's not where, Anthony Rizzo's carrying the load or Chris Bryant's doing it all by himself. It's the idea that on different days we kind of have new heroes, and that's the fun part about it. So the lefties were the ones who obviously didn't get the start in Game 1 with the lefty going in Morgan. In Game 2, got that start. They came through. That's exactly what it was. Coughlin has the big game. Of course, Bryant did as well, but Montero 3 hits, and then you see Kyle Schwarber getting us into gear with a couple home runs.
UPS Store taking care of business, player of the game, and we'll give that, of course, to Kyle Schwarber. Watch where the pitch is on home run number 1.
I'm all about that.
That looked like you against Sweaty Freddie Garcia against the White Sox.
I love it. Listen, that tells you right there. Kyle's like, man, everybody was getting theirs in Game 1. It's time for me to get mine. I mean, listen, that's not something you teach. That's just getting in the box, being ready to hit right there. Knowing that you're going to probably get a first pitch fastball, something out over the plate. Now, is it up a little bit? Sure. Is it outside the strike zone? I remember Gene Kleins told me, Holly, great to see you run around the bases, way to get on top of it, but don't swing at that pitch again. Hey, it's outside the strike zone, but listen, he can expand it a little bit right there. Home run number 2, slider away, man. He was just locked in tonight. Cement mixer on the outside corner, goes the other way. We've seen Kyle do this a few times this year, that power the other way. So much fun to see him get going and kind of get that bat. I said to you, what was his last ball game? Hey, we've had these moments this year. 4 punch-outs in his last game. First 2 swings tonight, home runs.
Unbelievable to see that dugout just laughing. Also playing very good defensively. How about that? The Schwarbs running one down.
Hey, squeeze it. You know what? I still tell yourself, just hold on to the baseball. You can hit the wall as hard as you want. I know Kyle's out there doing his best, and he's actually a very good outfielder. I'll tell you what, way to track the baseball, keep your eye on it, secure the catch, hit the wall as hard as you can. Just make sure you hold on to the baseball in the glove. So, yeah, Schwarbs was a big part of all the action at the beginning of the ballgame.
He was, and he had a big night. That pitch that he hit out, we watched the video the other day of you taking Sweaty Freddie Garcia out when you were a Cub against the White Sox. Similar pitch.
Well, like I said, you don't really want to teach that. And my hitting coach at the time said, Holly, don't make a practice of this. You're going to fail more than you're going to succeed up there at that spot. But sometimes you get into that zone, and really, you just kind of speak to the moment. And as I said, as we were leading into this game today, Kyle Schwarber had a little bit of a tough stretch here. Hasn't been swinging the bat particularly well. Was out of the lineup.
Struck out 4 times.
Struck out 4 times the other day. Right. Well, that's the point is that you do have a hunger. I talk about it an awful lot. Internal competition. I think it's one of the healthiest things. You have a healthy clubhouse when your players are competing against each other. It's not, let's compare numbers. It's if you're going to do this, I'm going to do that, and that we're all going to do this together. And that's the idea right now, that this group is feeding off each other. You see when Dexter Fowler starts to roll, man, this lineup starts to roll. The lefties get going. Anthony gets going. Chris Bryant picks it up. I mean, you saw it in Game 1. You're seeing it in Game 2. These guys love playing together. And one thing that I knew going into Game 2 is that Coughlin, Montero, and Schwarber were like, man, I had to watch all that in Game 1. It's time for us to do something in Game 2.
And they absolutely did. Chris Bryant also was very, very good tonight. Came through with hits when they needed them. Of course, he played in the outfield in Game 1. Played in the infield in Game 2. But here's his 2-run bomb. Look at that rocket.
Well, you and I talked about this, Cap. It was a great question. We were talking about this at the post-game of Game 1. You said, he is so good at staying behind that slider, and when he gets it, he gets great extension and great elevation. And you see it right there, the little bit of an uppercut, where some hitters will line that ball to a particular point on the field, maybe a double and a gap or something like that. He gets great extension and great backspin because of his bat angle, getting through the zone right there. And you witnessed it on that pitch. It was as if you called it. Slider, home run, dead center field.
Chris Bryant's 24th bomb of the season. And just phenomenal numbers last 22 games. 360 batting average with 8 bombs. 409 on base and a slug of 698, and OPS that is just otherworldly. 90 RBIs, Cubs rookie record for the franchise.
Oh, he's
Very
not done.
good to see. He's not done. Time for a break here. Cubs Post-Game Live presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. We will talk pitching when we come back.
Cubs Post-Game Live is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Illinois. Through it all.
Kate!
She can't go alone. Give me your hand! I was close.
There's so many details that go into building an asymmetric surfboard. Designing things for myself at first was really an exciting thing. But watching somebody else ride something I made, I mean, that's really where it's at. There are lots of ways, you know, to refresh the world, but in the end, I just want to give people something they can enjoy.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now pay no interest for 5 years, plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
DirecTV Cinema has the coolest kids' movies. Ready to watch whenever you want.
No way.
So sound the alarm. Gather the kids and get ready for some fun.
Do you even know what fun is? I invented fun.
Because your favorites and theirs are playing right now.
Come on, you guys, yeah!
At the touch of a button. Discover an awesome world of kids' movies on DirecTV Cinema.
When it comes to fulfilling our customers' expectations, Gerald Subaru of North Aurora has earned a reputation for excellence. We are one of an elite group of Subaru dealers awarded the Subaru Stellar Care Award for excellence in customer satisfaction. Gerald Subaru of North Aurora has one of the largest Subaru inventories in Chicagoland, which means you can drive home today in the Subaru of your choice. Plus, all Gerald vehicles are covered by an exclusive lifetime warranty. Gerald Subaru of North Aurora is dedicated to you. Gerald Subaru of North Aurora is always a better deal, I guarantee it.
Pitching recap. Kyle Hendricks to the bump tonight for the Cubs. Kyle was really good, while Alec Asher not so good. Gave up 7 hits, 6 earned, struck out 2, walked 3, gave up 3 long balls. For Hendricks, 6 2/3, pitched in at his 7th with 4 hits, 3 runs, and did not allow a long ball.
Now, let me give you an example. And again, I'm not entirely sure this is exactly how it played itself out as good as Kyle was tonight. You saw a lot of sink. You saw some balls, had some tilt in the zone, and a lot of ground balls, which were big. I love the fact that you paired Arrieta with Hendricks today. And I know, like I said, that might have been circumstantial, but there's always the potential that it could have been flipped around. Arrieta set the stage. You know, you think to his arsenal, the great slider that he has, the fastball command, but his action is inside the strike zone, and then it breaks off the plate. Kyle Hendricks, with his fastball and his two-seamer and his changeup, they work from the outside part of the plate back to the corners. Opposites. I mean, what a great strategy. You want to talk about messing up the Philly hitters? That will get it done tonight. And Kyle did just what he needed to do. He had that two-seamer working. You even see the slow curveball right there, especially the lefties. I love that two-seamer. That's my favorite one, that he kind of runs it at their front hip, and it kind of catches the inside corner a la Greg Maddux. So good stuff from Kyle Hendricks tonight. A solid performance. And again, bullpen does just enough to get the job done. I know we were teetering just a little bit there at the end, but so what? We're going to take the series, or the day sweep of the doubleheader.
There you have it. Hendricks, very, very good. Now let's talk Brewers-Pirates. Milwaukee visiting Pittsburgh tonight. Pirates have dropped 9 of their last 10 to the Brewers. Pirates down 1 in the 4th, but Chris Stewart against Jimmy Nelson. And there's a 2-run single. That will plate the tying and go-ahead runs, and the Pirates are in business 3-2. He had another RBI on the 6th for insurance. Pirates raised the Jolly Roger after their 6-3 come-from-behind win at PNC. There's your standings. Cubs are now 6 games behind the St. Louis Cardinals, who are, rain delay tonight and had that game suspended. They're 2 games behind the Pittsburgh Pirates. They're all the class of the National League record-wise. You see the wild card Cubs 10 up now, in very, very good shape. We'll be back with more Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield, next.
Cubs baseball on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you in part by Cholula Hot Sauce, the flavorful hot sauce with the iconic wooden cap.
TV is the best.
Nice try, Eva. Texting is better.
Nothing's better than Twitter.
Smartwatches are the future. Your entrees. Hearty.
But mine orders Domino's.
So does mine.
I can order Domino's on Twitter.
So can a text. Pizza emoji sent, Domino's ordered. Smiley face.
Use your favorite device to order 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for $5.99 each.
Sam Adams, we can't wait to brew our delicious Oktoberfest beer. A special blend of malts makes it everything an Oktoberfest should be. Sweet, malty, and delicious. This special brew deserves a special celebration, and to us, that means donning our lederhosen and engaging in some competitive stein hoisting. Hold out a stein of our delicious Oktoberfest the longest and win. But with a stein full of Oktoberfest in hand, aren't we all winners? Sam Adams Oktoberfest, for the love of beer.
Four Seasons, how can we help you?
It's the furnace! The old pile of scraps burning through my savings! Hurry!
Remain calm, we're on our way.
With 24-hour repair and same-day installation, Four Seasons can replace your furnace for as little as $17.95. Furnace and AC combos from $36.95. And take advantage of no payment, no interest financing.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Nissan Altima. With up to 270 horsepower, blind spot warning, and premium interior. For a limited time, choose Altima with 0% APR financing for up to 72 months. Plus, save up to $22.75. Altima, the ride you can always rely on. Shop your local Nissan store and choose Nissan.com. Innovation that excites.
Technology. It has the power to completely blow our minds. And when AT&T and DirecTV get together, your mind will stay completely intact because their internet isn't getting any faster. This changes nothing. Welcome to the moment no one's been waiting for.
The fastest internet and the best TV experience is already here with X1, only from Xfinity.
Time to take a look at the Blue Cross Blue Shield key to the game. Holly?
Well, it's still the lefties, just like it was a little while ago. We'll talk about them again, but we'll give you some evidence to go along with it. These three didn't get the start in Game 1, but got the start in Game 2. And again, we talk about fighting for it, kind of that internal competition, matchups, if you will. Going up against Asher. Asher didn't have very good numbers, including going up against lefties all the way through. But I just thought it was a real opportunity for these guys to get involved. And I've been in the position before where you sit in Game 1 and you come back in Game 2 and, man, you're hoping for the best and you want to really, have a great game. 2 for 4, couple home runs. Everybody had a multi-hit game. Cogs had a nice game, as did Montero with the 3 hits as well. So they were a huge part, along with Chris Bryant, in getting it done offensively for us.
Check out our Sports Authority play of the game. Gave the Cubs the lead early, and watch where this pitch is.
I love it.
The Todd Hollandsworth special.
Right. Break the rules.
Can we hit one any higher?
Well, listen, up at that eye level, you know what it is. It's almost deductive reasoning. That's how I always saw it. If there's a pitch up there, I knew it was going to be a fastball. So all I had to do was make sure I was on it. It was up. I could elevate it, and as long as I got out in front of it, it just would fly like that. Now, I don't hit it as far as Kyle did, but that's impressive stuff right there.
I said, murder.
Well, right. I said, I can't even really think of anybody, and I've watched plenty of baseball and played in that ballpark, to watch somebody go up to that Loge level up there out in center field. I can only think of Jim doing it a couple times.
You played there? I thought you played in Veterans Stadium.
Oh, I know. I played there. Yeah, I played in that ballpark.
I didn't think this one was open.
I think I hit a home
back
there
in your
once or
career. Jorge Soler was on a rehab assignment tonight at Myrtle Beach playing for the Pelicans. That's Cubs AA affiliate. He was 1 for 2 tonight with a double and a run scored as the Pelicans won to stay alive in their Southern League playoff series. He is hoping to get back to Chicago ASAP.
He better get back to Chicago ASAP. I'll say it for one reason and one reason only. We're swinging the bats right now, and there's playing time to be fought over. I love it. Listen, I mean, we've got some congestion going on here. We got hot hitters. I mean, you look at what Starlin Castro has done, what he did in Game 1 today. You know, guys whose roles have changed but are still trying to take full advantage of their playing opportunity. And here we are in September. You're playing for what you believe is going to be happening next. So you're moving down the road. Everybody's swinging the bat well. Everybody's fighting for playing time.
All right, we'll be right back. Cubs Postgame Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Continue.
The Dodge brothers walked into a dealership today, they'd be pretty impressed with what's become of their Maverick car company, with all the power, performance, and ingenuity. But knowing them, they'd insist on serving the donuts. Get yours before their history.
Now get 0% financing for 75 months plus $1,250 total bonus cash on the 2015 Dodge Grand Caravan.
Keep bugs at bay with Repel Tick Defense from Menards. This spray fends off mosquitoes and protects against Lyme disease-carrying ticks for up to 10 hours. It can be used on your skin, clothes, and camping gear. Right 5-ounce can. Attract birds this season with Performance Birdseed. Country Mix is an all-purpose blend that attracts a wide variety of birds. A 20-pound bag is just $4.99.
Save big money at Menards.
Chicago Cubs postgame on Comcast Sportsnet is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Shave time. Shave money.
We know you live and die with your Cubs, and that's why visiting CSN Chicago's Cubs page is the best move you can make to get your North Side baseball fix.
Insider Patrick Mooney charges into the clubhouse to chase down the biggest team and player news.
Who's coming, who's going, and who's ready to break out next.
Then, during the game, plug into the Cubs Pulse page and score big with team intel, stats, streaming video, and social media buzz. Or connect with other diehards by using the hashtag CubsTalk.
Visit our Cubs page at csnchicago.com, brought to you by Wintrust.
On Thursday, September 24th, join CSN Chicago's Pat Boyle at the Museum of Broadcast Communications, where he'll be hosting the 7th annual Legends of the Ball Gala. This special fundraiser is in support of Good Sports, a nonprofit which helps ensure that Chicago area youth have the equipment to play sports. Last year alone, Good Sports increased the average minutes of play per week in Chicago by 55, with more than $490,000 in sports equipment, footwear, and apparel donated. For tickets or to donate, visit goodsports.org.
Big day for Jake Arrieta, and here's what he said after the game on the playoff push. I think about pitching in October every day. I know it's a different stage. People are waving towels, but it's the same game. It's a crazy atmosphere. Whether there's 45 or 50,000 or 10,000 doesn't make what I have to do any different. Very cool.
Embrace the moment. He's getting himself ready for it. I've been there. I enjoyed it. I mean, that's just it. I think that's the key ingredient. I would always say getting to go to the playoffs. Yeah, you feel like the lights are a little bit brighter. Maybe obviously the stadiums are packed. The attention, the national attention's bigger. But if you embrace if the moment, if it instills fear in you, you're going to have your struggles. But if you embrace it and you're excited about it and you just love the moment, I think you'll have success. I really do.
Well, let's check out the pitching matchup for tomorrow's Game 3 of this series. Of course, we had a Ran out last night, went double dip today. You got Jared Eichhoff. He's 1-3 with a 470 in 23 innings of work. Danny Herron for the Cubbies coming up his best outing when he beat the Cardinals. Shut him out over 7, 9-9 with a 373, 166 2/3 innings.
Yeah, you touched on it, coming off his best. I expect it again tomorrow. Dan really throwing the ball particularly well. Knows this Philly team. Let's not forget he was with the Marlins this year, so I know he's done some work against them as well. With that being said, key ingredient is keeping the ball down. He's been changing speeds, but we know that Dan, at times when he misses up in the zone, he can give up the long ball. This is a ballpark that will fly if you get it up in the air. So again, key for him going to be keeping that ball down in the zone and changing speeds with that young Phillies lineup.
When he went out the other day, I think a lot of people thought, oh boy, he's going to get drilled by the Cardinals. He was really good at keeping them off balance.
I love the variable. I love what Dan brings to this. We've got John Lester, who's left-handed, Kyle Hendricks, and the two-seamer, along with the changeup, Arrieta with the velocity and the slider. Dan Herron is the mix of kind of everything. He's not a velocity guy. He's a seasoned vet who knows how to pitch, and I do like that ingredient. It's very similar to my team back in 04 and 5 with Greg Maddux. I mean, he would do just the same thing. Didn't really have the arsenal that Dan has, but again, would just tack the zone, would pitch to corners, and got a lot of contact, but the results were pretty good all the time.
Hey, let's take another look again at Kyle Schwarber pulling what we call a holly, tripping over first base. Take a look at this. These guys had a lot of fun with it.
Watch that ball. He's sizing it up the whole time.
Crushed. That's the second home run. First one was absolutely annihilated. There you see the dirt all over him. Watch this.
I love it.
Here he goes. He's going to hustle out of the box.
Watch his eyes the whole time.
There he's
one tiny
boom,
peek, right?
Down he goes.
Steps on the top of the bag. That's what it was. Boy, I'm guaranteed he's got spikes on it. There's no doubt about it. He didn't hit the corner. He hit the top of the bag.
He's like, oh, boy.
Oh, that's the most embarrassing.
Can't believe I got to go back to the dugout now and get destroyed by my guys.
Oh, that's outstanding.
That was outstanding.
But it provides a lighter moment, and that's a good thing. The Cubs played great baseball today. They went out and took it to the Phillies early in this ball game. This is what I was hoping for in Game 1, was to see a lot more of this. But it just gives you a sense that your day is going to unfold the right way. You know that the matchups favor us. The team's playing a lot better. Momentum strong on our side. Philadelphia Phillies have been losing all season long. You leave teams like that around, hanging around in a ball game. They'll believe that they can come up with a moment late and maybe beat you. What you do is you go in there and you step on them early. You get that early lead. Give it to your ball. Give it to your guys. Give the ball to your guys, your pitchers, your starters, and let them roll. We've been rolling in that rotation right now, so it's the formula for success. I mean, you look at the fifth inning today. We scored 5 runs, 2 in the first game, 3 in the second game, and it's really it paid off.
And again, Herron tomorrow, and then it looks like Joe Madden didn't commit to it, but it looks like we'll have a bullpen day on Sunday, day off Monday, and then get your rotation set.
No, the bullpen day is not a bad thing. I mean, one of the toughest things that a lineup could struggle with is that bullpen day, because, again, the arm angles and the variations to that day are going to change. It's not a bad play against the Philadelphia Phillies team that's looking for some consistency, to go out there and think that maybe you're going to use 6 or 7 guys from your bullpen in one game.
All right, there you have it. First doubleheader sweep since July 20, 1969 in Philly by the Chicago Cubs. Jake Arrieta gets his 19th win. Kyle Hendricks was excellent in Game 2. Chris Bryant, Kyle Schwarber, guys playing long ball, and the Cubs add 2 more on their win total. Thanks for watching Cubs Post Game Live, presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. Pat Boyle is next.
To Sportsnet Central, presented by GMC.
See you, Cap. See you, Holly. Cubs with an Ernie Banks special in South Philly. They entered today's twin bill with a magic number of 15. They had a 9-game lead for the second wild card and were just 2.5 behind the Pirates. We had both of those Cubs games for you right here on CSN, and the White Sox as well, the Comcast Triple Play. What's up? I am Pat Boyle. This is Sportsnet Central, presented by GMC. The latest on Alshon Jeffrey's status for Sunday's season opener against the Packers. But we are all over the Cubs' playoff push. Here's Joe Madden before today's double dip in Philly.
Of course, you'd rather just be playing one game. Don't get me wrong. But if you have to play that doubleheader, and the idea today that this is not a split, that it's a conventional doubleheader is also good, as opposed to coming at 1 o'clock and playing and sitting around and playing again. This is much more palatable than the split.
Well, that was about 8 hours ago. It's the hunt for October for the Cubs right here on CSN. It was take two for Jake Arrieta, going for his league best 19th victory. Starts out strong in the first, gets Cesar Hernandez on the slider. Then he strikes out Adubo Herrera with the heater. Bottom of the second, 2 outs for Aaron Altair. What are you wearing from Jake? Jake from State Farm. That's his first homer that Arrieta has allowed since July 25th. It is 1-0 bad guys, but Jake bounces back, punching out Cody Ashe to end the inning. That was Arrieta's 200th strikeout of the season. We go to the fifth. Cubs put together a huge 2-out rally. It starts with Dexter Fowler. Gets things started, slicing one to right field. Next batter, recently acquired Austin Jackson, smacks one to the left field corner. Fowler coming around to score. Cubs tying this one up in the fifth. Then Chris Bryant steps to the plate.
Rizzo on deck. That'll get through, and the Cubs will grab the lead. Bryant hustling towards second. At first, he's got a double. Jackson's in. It's 2-1.
RBI number 87 for Bryant, the most ever by a Cubs rookie in a single season. Puts the Cubs on top 2-1. Top of the sixth now. Bases loaded for Addison Russell. Drives in a couple insurance runs with a double to the wall in left. Starlin Castro, Javi Baez come on down. Russell has 25 two-baggers now in the year. It's 4-1 Cubs. Top of the seventh, Starlin Castro. Feverish.
Driven out into deep right center. Way back. It's gone. Starlin Castro with a home run.
Castro's second homer in his last 3 games, extending the lead to 5-1. We go to the eighth. Arrieta finishing off the Phillies, striking out Herrera here. Then fanning Ryan Howard to end the inning. 7 Ks for Arrieta. Cubs win game 1, 5-1. Here's Jake after his 19th victory on the year.
It was good. I mean, it was a day to battle. When you struggle with timing, just a matter of being aggressive and having conviction in what you're throwing on days where your timing isn't where you need it consistently enough. But just went out there and made some pitches. Obviously, I'm going to get 200 innings, got 200 strikeouts. That's great, but looking for however many starts I have left. Just want to be quality for the team, finish on a good note.
So the Cubs take game 1. Let's check out game 2 in Philly. Kyle Hendricks got the start in the nightcap, and the Philly fanatic shining Dexter Fowler's shoes before the game. Nice job there. Should have been shining this guy's. Kyle Schwarber, the 1-out first pitch rocket to deep center. Career-long 450 feet for Schwarber. It's 1-0 Cubs. Top of the second, man on, 2 away. The Babe does it again.
Another drive the other way. 2 pitches, 2 home runs. Schwarber just ate it around first base. He totally slipped. I don't know if he realized the ball had gone out. Oh, they're going to give it to him in the dugout for that.
Oh, the only stumble for Schwarber on the night. 2 days after going 0 for 4 strikeouts, he rebounds with his third 2-homer game of the season and the stumble. It's 3-0 Cubs. Bottom half of the second, Ryan Howard. Line drive to left. Schwarber at the wall. Makes the catch as he goes into the padding. The rookie having himself a nice game, and Kyle Hendricks appreciates it. The dugout won't get on him for that. Bottom of the third, Hendricks gets some more help from his defense. Brian Bogasevich into center, and Fowler comes in with a sliding snag. 3-1 Cubs in the top of the fifth. Man on first, 1 out for Chris Coughlin. He sends one to left center. That is off the wall. Schwarber scores. 4-1 Northsiders. Then with 2 outs, Chris Bryant. The 0-1 curveball. Hey now. To the shrubbery. His 24th of the year. It's 6-1 Chicago. More Bryant, the top of the 7th. With a runner on second, Bryant singles in right center. 90th RBI for Chris in 129 games. Cubs sweep the doubleheader, 7-3 the final in Game 2. Here's Holly on his key performer from Game 2.
Well, it's great to see. I mean, again, that's kind of been how the Cubs have really operated this year. I mean, we talk about each ball game. Now, of course, we had 2 today, different heroes showing up at different moments in the game. And, really, like you were talking about, picking the key performer for me, which is really just based on Schwarber not playing in Game 1. It was almost like it was his turn. That's a great place to be. This Cubs offense is rolling right now. Everybody's contributing. The lefties, all the lefties that were out of Game 1 came back and had nice days. Your guy had a nice day. Cogs had a nice day. Montero had 3 hits in the ball game. So good to see everybody get involved. Everybody's swinging the bat really, really well. And then on top of it, you get a great performance from Kyle Hendricks.
Schwarber just ate it around first base.
Oh, I've done it more than Schwarber's done it already in his short big league career. Great to see. I mean, it's just one of those lighter moments. Great. Listen, it happens on a home run. Your teammates loosen up. They laugh at you. Hopefully, you can laugh at yourself. Done it many times. You get caught up in watching the ball. It's as plain and simple as that. You know that he knows
What was that? Oh, the
well,
base?
he knows that he hit it well, but the question is, did he hit it well enough? Is it going to just get over? And, you're kind of watching it, and you're hopeful, and you're, get out. And, you're running around the bases, and you know where your feet are supposed to be because you've run to first base a million times. But if there's just one little thing that's off, and which happens there, he trips over first base, down you go. He's a big guy. I did it. I did it at least 5 times in my career.
I don't know, maybe more than that. Happens all the time in Wrigleyville. Nightly at Murphy's, I believe. Milwaukee visiting Pittsburgh. Pirates have dropped 9 of the last 10 to the Brew Crew. Home team trailing by a run in the 4th. That would change after Chris Stewart takes Jimmy Nelson into left for the 2-run single. Part of a big night, 3 for 4 for the Buccos backstop. He had another RBI knock in the 6th for insurance. Pirates raise the Jolly Roger after the 6-3 come from behind win. So here's a look at the wild card and the Central up to the very second. Cubs are currently 6 games behind the Cardinals in the Central. St. Louis's game was suspended with the Reds in the 8th inning due to inclement weather. Cubs gain a half game on the Pirates and now trail the Buccos by 2 games for the top wild card spot. As of right now, Giants are 10 games back of Madden's crew. So with the doubleheader sweep, the magic number is down to lucky number 13. Giants and Padres are in action right now, so there's a chance for it to drop to 12 by the next edition of Sportsnet Central, which comes your way in 52 minutes. Jake Arrieta's domination continues. Much more on the Cy Young candidate's resume as we go inside the numbers after win number 19. And we are 1 week away from the Blackhawks reporting to training camp. They dealt 2 players today from their recent Stanley Cup team, and they re-signed a valuable 4th-line forward. Details on the other side. Plus, Matt Forte is more popular in Wisconsin than Aaron Rodgers. I'm not full of cheese curds. How could this possibly be? We'll explain with a little help from Matt when Sportsnet Central rolls on.
Sportsnet Central on Comcast Sportsnet is presented to you by GMC. We are professional grade.
A pitcher who can paint the corners is known as a Rembrandt. At GMC, we get why people love that kind of precision. After all, in everything we build, that's exactly what we deliver. This is precision. This is GMC.
Now pay no interest for 5 years. Plus get $3,000 purchase cash on select 2015 Sierra Crew Cab SLT models in stock the longest.
Great time for a shiny floor wax, no? Not if you just put the finishing touches on your latest masterpiece. Timing's important. Comcast Business knows that. That's why you can schedule an installation at a time that works for you, even late at night or on the weekend if that's what you need, because you have enough to worry about. I did not see that coming.
Don't deal with disruptions. Get better internet installed on your schedule. Comcast Business, built for business.
With a curved ultra-high-definition screen, Samsung's SUHD TVs give you a brighter picture and the most brilliant colors for the best viewing experience. It's Samsung's best TV, and it's here at Apt Electronics. Available in screen sizes from 48 to 88 inches. Come see it today. Guaranteed low prices, unbeatable selection, and free local delivery. Apt. pleasing people since 1936.
Addison Russell powers the Cubs' playoff attack into action against Philadelphia. Watch Danny Herron try to stay hot on the mound against Vancouver in the Fightin' Phils. Coverage begins at 5:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto on CSN.
Beat the rush for winter tires to get big savings at Discount Tire. Buy now and get a $50 Visa prepaid card on any set of winter tires purchased with your Discount Tire credit card. Thank you, Discount Tire.
Hey, Chopper Bob reporting. Heavy showroom traffic due to great savings. Get to Bob Roman Schaumburg Ford for a great year-end deal.
Right now, get 0% for 72 months, plus $1,000 cash back on 2015 Focus and Fusions.
Be sure to see us before you buy.
Bob Roman Schaumburg Ford, just west of the Woodfield Mall on Gulf Road, Schaumburg.
I couldn't have pictured a better June. I mean, June of 2015 will go down as the best month in the history of my life. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing.
Chris Versteeg had an eventful spring. He had his first child during the Stanley Cup playoffs. He was in and out of Joel Quenneville's lineup, ended up scoring a goal and had a helper in 12 Stanley Cup playoff games. Today, the two-time Cup winner with the Blackhawks was dealt to Carolina as part of a 6-player deal. Versteeg and forward Joakim Nordstrom went to Carolina along with a third-round pick. The Hawks get defenseman Dennis Robertson in return, the rights to D-man Jake Massey, and a 5th-round selection. The trade was made to clear cap space to re-sign 4th-line center Marcus Kruger. TSN reports it's a 1-year, $1.5 million deal, which is a hometown discount for Kruger. Hawks are currently $1 million under the salary cap. Back to baseball, White Sox pitcher Johnny Danks didn't get the start tonight, but he did settle up a bet that he had with broadcaster Ed Farmer. This coming after Farmio's Irish crushed Texas last week. So Danks had to dress up like the leprechaun to pay off the bet. Wear me lucky charms. As for tonight's starter Eric Johnson, he was looking to build off his first start in 2015. Bases loaded jam in the first. Eddie Rosario lifts one to deep right. Avi Garcia at the wall, throwing some lever there. Sox would escape the inning unharmed. 4th inning, Johnson now facing Trevor Plouffe. Twins third baseman sends one to the people and left. His 19th, made it 1-0. Johnson earned a no decision over 5 innings in this one. Adam Eaton would help his pitcher out in the 5th, takes Irvin Santana. Right down the middle of the fairway, a 2-run blast. Sox take the 2-1 lead, but Plouffe was not done. Tied at 2 in the 8th. He crushes the Nate Jones heater into the pen. 2nd round trip of the game. Twins pour it on. They take care of business 6-2 in the series opener. Back to our top story. The Cubs and Jake Arrieta, who's the subject of our GMC professional grade player. In Game 1, Jake earned his major league leading 19th victory, 8th straight overall. Cy Young candidate lowered his ERA to 1.99 with 8 more innings of 1-run ball. Last Cubs starter with an ERA under 2 for the year, Grover Cleveland Alexander, 1.91 back in 1920. Here's Holly on the Jake Meister.
Well, the way Jake's been throwing the ball, there was no doubt that he was going to get into today's ball game and dominate. Gives up an early home run, sets the stage, kind of just waiting on that offense to kind of get in gears. 4th, 5th, 6th innings, we start to get rolling, get the runs that we need, the insurance that we need to go along with it. Arrieta cruises through 8, outstanding job. Nothing really seems to be knocking him off his game right now, and that's what's really impressive to me, is that no matter what the circumstances are, no matter where you're at in the game, even here where the offense wasn't really getting anything done until about the 5th, you know, he just continues to go out there and make pitches. He's not worked. You don't see him changing his pacing. You don't see him changing his mechanics or getting rattled. Only one time did I watch him today look to the sky when he lost a curveball at the top of the strike zone, and we'd already scored 5 runs. So, yeah, he's locked in right now.
Time for tonight's Country Financial top performers, a trio of Cubs. Arrieta lowered his second-half ERA to .93. Among players throwing at least 75 innings, Arrieta has the lowest second-half ERA in the history of baseball. Bryant added the game-winning RBI in Game 1, a homer in Game 2. Bryant's 87th RBI represent the most by a rookie in Cubs franchise history. And how about Kyle Schwarber? 2 homers on 2 pitches in Game 2. First Tater registered 450 feet, the longest of his short career. The Bears' top 3 receivers, Alshon Jeffrey, Eddie Royal, and Marquise Wilson, are all listed as questionable for Sunday's season opener against the Packers. John Fox said they've been careful with Alshon in his calf injury the last couple days as they've practiced on wet grass. The consensus opinion is that Jeffrey will give it a go on Sunday, as long as he has no setbacks during walkthrough on Saturday. And by the way, Fox runs his walkthroughs more like a practice, so we'll see how Alshon and the other questionables deal with that tomorrow. How about this? According to Dick's Sporting Goods, Bears running back Matt Forte has the #1 selling jersey in the state of Wisconsin. According to Dick's jersey report, which I always follow it, Forte's 22 is more popular than Aaron Rodgers' #12 jersey. Matt, what do you think about that?
Must be a lot of Bears fans in Wisconsin. Either that or they're buying it to burn it or something. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, after struggling out of the gates in his career against the Packers, Forte has had some great games against Green Bay in 2013 and 2014. 3 touchdowns, 3 100-yard games over the last 2 seasons. And for more on the fantasy numbers, time to huddle up with FanDuel. We're now joined by NBC Sports fantasy football expert Kay Adams. Kay, let's start with the Bears-Packers game. Aside from the 2 starting quarterbacks, which player do you think will have the best fantasy game?
I think the real guy that's going to stand out here is Eddie Lacy. No Jordy Nelson. We saw Lacy develop as a pass catcher last season. I think that only develops further with Nelson out, so I think he's going to have a great game. Randall Cobb, 3 touchdowns in 3 consecutive games against Chicago, so he'll be great as well. On the Bears side, Matt Forte is going to be the guy there. Alshon Jeffrey is kind of a boom or bust wide receiver too right now. I know he's back at practice on Wednesday, but Matt Forte, I think as the season goes on, he might wear down, but for week 1 up against the Packers, he's never ended up outside the top 20 in this matchup.
Looking at the other Week 1 matchups, the top 2 draft picks go head-to-head as Tennessee and Tampa Bay go at it. Who will have the better debut, Marcus Mariota or Jameis Winston?
I'd like to make a disclaimer that I'd start Jay Cutler above both of these guys. I think they have upside, but they're rookies, and I want to see what they can do. Jameis Winston gets the edge. Hopefully Mike Evans can get back in there. He's got a great amount of weapons that can all win at the catch point in contested situations, so I don't think interceptions will be as big of an issue here. They're both going to make rookie mistakes, though. I actually really like the Tampa Bay defense up against Marcus Mariota as well. You're not trying to start either of these gentlemen.
Okay, the Lions have a dynamic rookie running back, Amir Abdullah. Is he a good start this week in San Diego?
Yeah, he's dynamic, he's versatile, but I'm not sure how much work he's going to be given. Theo Riddick's there, probably 6 to 8 touches for him. Joique Bell is very much a part of this offense, so if Amir Abdullah gets more than 10 touches in this game, I'll be surprised. The matchup isn't the best. I'd like to see what he can do, but he does have some value.
Great stuff, Kay Adams. We will see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
The plays of the day are presented by Lexus.
Start with number 3, U.S. Open 301 underdog, Roberta Vinci. With the upset of Serena Williams, she ends Serena's hopes of completing the calendar Grand Slam today. Vinci with the half volley on match point to set up an all-Italian U.S. Open final. Some calling it the biggest upset in women's tennis history. Number 2, back to U.S. Cellular, Eddie Rosario sending one to right. Avi Garcia at the wall, making a nice snag there. Robbing Rosario with the bags full. Sox fall 6-2. Number 1, Fire and Red Bulls. Fire clear the ball out after a corner kick. David Accam turns on the Jets, heads it forward, then embarrasses the keeper. Oh, incredible stuff from Accam. But New York wins it 3-2. On the 14-year anniversary of the 9/11 attacks, the White Sox, who were just blocks away from Ground Zero, give us their accounts of that fateful morning when we continue.
Some things are not what they appear to be. Other things are exactly what they appear to be. The Lexus IS, as aggressive as it looks. Lease the 2015 IS 250 for $352 a month for 36 months. See your Lexus dealer.
Something sizzling at Subway restaurants. It's the Subway Steak and Cheese Footlong Sub. And all September, it's just $6. So make room for that tender steak and melty cheese topped with your favorite fresh veggies. Come and get a $6 Subway Steak and Cheese Footlong today. Subway. Eat fresh.
See the full line of Frigidaire Professional products at Apt. Apt, pleasing people since 1936.
You're in a fantasy league every year. Get paid for that knowledge. FanDuel's one-week leagues let you win money any week, not once a year. Play with your friends or try a public league for big bucks. You don't have to play the whole season. Smarter than the average fan? Try a 50-50 league and win some cash. Someone's going to get $1 million on FanDuel this Sunday. Let's see how you stack up. Go to FanDuel.com to get up to $200 bonus. Love it or your money back, guaranteed. Enter promo code ROUTE3.
Morgan State University plays Howard University in the 18th Annual Chicago Football Classic, Saturday, September 26th at Soldier Field. College Fair at 10, tailgating at noon, kickoff at 3:30 p.m. in partnership with NBC5 Chicago, making a difference. Visit ChicagoFootballClassic.biz.
The claws are out as the Panthers go on the prowl against Eastern Washington. Watch them try to dominate through the air, on the ground, in the backfield, and everywhere in between, reaching for the win. Number 14 UNI versus number 7 Eastern Washington, tomorrow at 1 on CSN.
Addison Russell powers the Cubs' playoff attack into action against Philadelphia. Watch Danny Herron try to stay hot on the mound against Vancouver in the Fightin' Phils. Coverage begins at 5:30 with Cubs pregame live, presented by Fields Auto on CSN.
That particular day, my buddy Neil had just been appointed the head of the New York Port Authority. My fraternity brother